standing ovations weren't for her graduation. It was for the astonishing journey that led to it. What happens when relentless curiosity becomes stronger than every obstacle in your path? The notes of pomp and circumstance echoed through the room, but the most remarkable lesson that day didn't come from a classroom. It came from a woman who taught herself to dream, create, and invent, and keep on inventing. Meet Lady Edison and learn her secret. She turned curiosity into greatness. That's why they called her Lady Edison. She didn't just learn what others taught, she imagined what didn't exist and built it herself. Her graduation walk hid an incredible journey. By the end of this story, you'll understand why some people called her the self-taught Lady Edison and why the title barely captures her impact. Our title today, Meet Lady Edison and Learn Her Secret. Welcome to Dream Builders Diaries, building dreams one story at a time, and I'm Jeannie Craft. Here at Dream Builders Diaries, we dive deep into the personal stories of entrepreneurs and artists and innovators and everyday visionaries just like you. We believe that every dream starts with a story worth telling. And by sharing these stories, we aim to empower you to create your own dream and the story behind it. But before we get started, grab a paper and a pencil if you don't already have one. Inspiration, dreams, and ideas, they come and go very quickly. Jot yours down. Don't let yours get away. Every diploma tells a story, but hers began with closed doors, self-learning, and a dream with an urge to innovate that refused to quit. This story is for every dreamer who's ever thought, you can do that, and decided to try over and over again until they got it. Seeing a need, she innovated to fill the gap. Nicknamed Lady Edison for all the inventions she created, Beulah Louise Henry was the most prolific female innovator of the 1920s, with around 110 inventions to her name. Now, this might not sound like a great accomplishment, but most have known only a few innovators, and most of those innovators have yet to invent more than a few inventions. Inventions are a major accomplishment, and Lady Edison had no limits to hers. Inventions are not always celebrated with pomp and circumstance. Few start a journey of education, especially higher education, with the idea of never finishing. Hearing the notes of the song Pomp and Circumstance by the British composer Sir Edward Elgar always makes some people tear up. First played in 1905 for Yale University's graduation, it now has become the gold standard march for all graduations. However, graduations are a time to celebrate with pomp and circumstances. Graduations are sometimes for those who are honored by them. I'm in awe of those who earn their doctorate degree and when they graduate, they get to wear the most unusual cap and gown for sure. And their graduations don't depict the lonely hours of study and experimentation and research and writing that it took to get there. Those who get a master's degree have indeed gone over and beyond to master their skills and understanding. The celebrations are very large. Defending a dissertation is something no one will ever forget. For those who receive a BS or a BA degree, there's a great deal of pomp and circumstance. Some colleges and universities can have as many as 20 or more graduations, with close to 500 or more graduating at a time. For me, the high school graduations and the middle school graduations are very touching. Watching the young march with so much fear and anticipation. But the best graduations of all are the kindergarten and preschool graduations. These graduates always provide some type of humor and bring smiles. They will have to wait many years to graduate again, and hopefully they don't forget the feelings that the song brings and what it means about their future. Beulah was able to hear this music to celebrate her graduation long after she had invented many significant inventions. So let's take a step back. Beulah was born in Raleigh, North Carolina, at a time when women were challenged and faced great barriers in science, engineering, and business. Her first intervention was a vacuum-sealed ice cream machine. She went on the next year to add to her patents with inventions for interchangeable covers for handbags and umbrellas. All this was before she graduated from the Elizabeth College in Charlotte, North Carolina. She then moved to New York. She went on to invent a machine that would at the time be the first printer, if you will, creating 4 copies from the single typewriter, 49 patents for over 100 inventions. Wow, look what a problem-solving mindset can do. Her most notable interventions were the improvement of the inconsistencies and inconveniences and inefficiencies of everyday consumer experiences in the home back in the day. She saw a need to improve the early sewing machine. Sewing machines had loose stitches that unraveled and tangled in the machine or in the fabric that was being sewn. We can all thank Beulah for creating a machine that allows our clothing not to fall off of us. Her bobless sewing machine was patented in 1940. Though these improvements completely revolutionized how clothing was produced and paved the way for conventional clothing to be mass-produced, and it also created our fashion industry as we know it today. But what was her secret? She attributed her powerful sense of creativity to the process of teaching herself. She proved that women could succeed as engineers, innovators, and creators without formal training. She proved that once you discover what is in your heart, you can change the world. The range of Beulah's inventions is huge, ranging from the vacuum-sealed ice cream freezer to children's toys, helping children learn how to tell time. She invented dolls that had their eyes that opened and closed, and even back then, they changed color at the tap of a button. Envelopes, a hair cooler, a can opener, they were all improved, allowing her to make a living as an inventor. The Journal of the Patent Office Society, which granted all 49 patents applied for during her career, named her, quote, America's leading feminine innovator, unquote. Beulah was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006 for her contributions to technological innovation, changing how we think about how we can create and innovate and produce. Wow, it was certainly challenged by Lady Edison. Hers was the true story of the entrepreneurial spirit. While others waited for permission to learn, she opened many books. She probably asked a million questions, and it changed her future and ours. And as the graduation music played, no one knew the woman crossing the stage had taught herself everything that got her there. So what is your biggest takeaway from our diary today, and how does this diary relate to what you can learn about yourself as you bring your dream to life? Why this diary? Because this diary demonstrates the magic and secrets of observation and innovation and creativity, all from a woman who challenged engineering with her constant inquisitive nature. I also share this diary because this powerful diary celebrates the virtues of endurance, stepping up, and taking action when it's possible something can be made better for the human race. Dreamers, believe in yourselves. Be passionate, work smart, and know your why, and apply what you learn each day. And as you ponder the source of your dream in this diary, I wish you well. I wish you an abundance of resources and knowledge and wisdom with your time and your future success with your dream. Enjoy life and always, always be kind. I want to leave you with the quotation. If necessity is the mother of invention, then resourcefulness is the father. That was by Beulah Louise Henry. I'll read it again. If necessity is the mother of invention, then resourcefulness is the father. So special thanks to Lady Edison, Beulah Louise Henry. Your inquisitive nature created a future for all of us to live in that's more efficient, effective, and easier. Thank you. Thanks for stopping to notice the needs of those around you. Special thanks to those of you who listen to Dream Builders Diaries regularly. I'm grateful to you. The honor to spend time with you is all mine. And check out the other diaries in the All About Me playlist. If you don't have it yet, get your 90-Day Dream Builders Diary by Jeannie Craft on Amazon. Like and share this diary. Subscribe for more and contact us to tell your story. And until next time, building dreams One story at a time.